Of course I can. Here, this is fresh. One time, one of my superiors requested I make a potent poison for them. We had just received a shipment of some quite rare crimson nernroot. I had never used crimson nernroot before, but I knew that it could make quite a deadly poison. So, I combined it with some red wart flowers that were lying around. I thought it would do the trick. The poison worked fabulously, just like I thought it would. What I did not know was that both crimson nernroot and red wart flowers contain invisibility properties. Once the target had ingested the poison, he died quite swiftly.
I know.
However, he also went invisible. It must have been quite a shock to his servants when he faded away during dinner, only to reappear a while later, dead on the floor. Growing up in Lothanis, I was a bit out of place. There weren't many Argonians around those parts, let alone a child. Initially, Dunmer children and adults alike would call me names as I passed them in the street. I got into a fight with a group of them once, 4 Dunmer boys, very much bigger than me. They were quite confident they could take me on, which they were very much right about, if it was during normal circumstances. I had just been to the market when the fight went down. I had been buying some things for Vela Oren for use in experiments that day. Thinking quickly, I threw some of the ingredients into my mouth and chewed them into a thick liquid. When the Dunmer boys tried to grab me, I spat in their face. Initially, they froze from shock. Then they froze from the paralysis potion taking effect. One of them was left standing, the leader of the group. He was standing some paces away from the others. I grabbed a few more of the ingredients I had bought and chewed them once more. The boy was unsure if he should run at me or away from me. I then spat into a bottle I had with me and handed it to him. I told him it'd help his friends out and asked them to leave me alone. He took the bottle and I headed back to Relevant Soul's tower. Vela scolded me for wasting the ingredients on a silly fight that would make Sul look bad. It was worth it to me, though. Those boys never bothered me again, and I actually made friends with some of the other Dunmer kids. Apparently that group of boys were terrorizing all the other kids in Lothanis. Sul didn't seem particularly bothered either, though at that point he hardly knew who I was.